Hello, this is Coach Mckenzie with the Center for Movement Challenges.org, and welcome to Optimizing Exercise. This class is a physical fitness class targeted for individuals with Parkinson's disease, other movement disorders, and older adults. Now, with all that being said, let's go through some safety checks before we get started. So if you have difficulty getting down to the floor or standing up from the ground, or if you've had multiple falls recently, this class is not for you, unfortunately. However, we do offer multiple other courses and classes that you can scroll and find through our library that may be more appropriate for you. Now, with that being said, for my individuals staying and joining the class today, a few safety checks for you as well. So first, please check your surroundings. Clear any clutter, any small objects or slippery rugs from the ground. We're trying to eliminate any additional fall risk, okay? 2, make sure to have a chair nearby or exercise next to a wall to increase your safety. And 3, make sure to always go at your own pace. Safety is our first priority. Alrighty, with all that being said, let's get moving. Alrighty, so for today's exercise class, we're doing eccentrics and power. So what does that mean? Eccentrics means a slow and controlled motion. So essentially, when you are lowering down for any of our exercises, I want you to go slow and controlled. Alrighty, and that's what eccentrics means. For power, I want you to do large, big amplitude movements. I want to see those arms nice and big, those legs nice and big, and to do a whole bunch of power and a quick speed. Alrighty? So what equipment we'll need for today's class? We will need a yoga mat, a chair, some dumbbells. They could either be 2 or 3 pounds, up to you. You can increase the weight if you feel comfortable or decrease the weight as needed. And then if you own one, you can have a foam pad as well. If not, you can also supplement that potentially with a pillow. But if you are using your pillow, make sure to use it on your yoga mat so you don't slip. Okay? Alrighty. So first, let's get started with our warm-up. So for our warm-up, we're going to start with some side stepping, reaching up to the ceiling. So here we go. And reach. Reach. Okay, keep your legs nice and wide. Keep your hands open. Spread those fingers. Have that large movement. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, keep moving, all right? So anytime we're transitioning between our exercises and our warm-up, I want you to take these steps. Keep moving as best you can. All righty, our next warm-up exercise is going to be some high knees. So I want you to march your knees nice and high. At the same time, take the opposite hand and reach towards the ceiling. So you're going to lift your right knee, your left knee, and your right hand and reach up. And then opposite. Reach, reach, reach. Here we go. Keep those hands nice and big. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Keep moving. Okay, I like it. Okay, for our next warm-up exercise, we are going to do some side lunges, so I'll show you. So you're going to take a large step to the side, bend that knee, lower that chest just slightly, then come back together. So I want you to step loudly out, and then come back together. Step loudly out, come back together. Step loudly out, move those arms to your side, open up those hands, come together. Alrighty? We're going to go to the right first. I'm moving. Oh my goodness. All right, you can hear my breath, can't you? All right, we're going to do 10 to the right. Ready and go. Big step out. and then come together. Step loudly. Come back together. Step loudly. Come back together. Come back together. This is 5. Nice job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, stay moving. You guessed it. We're going to the left this time. Same thing. Arms nice and big. Big, wild step out, okay? Ready, and go. 10, 9, count loudly with me. 8, 5, oh gosh, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, I got so excited in the exercise. Lost my counting. No worries. Okay, we're going to keep on moving. We have another warm-up exercise. Fan favorite. It's going to be jumping jacks, okay? Starting from having your feet close together, arms by your side. You're going to jump out together, bring your arms up and out, and then drop them all back down. So up and out, back together. Up and out, back together. Okay? Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice big hands. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. All right, we're staying moving. Take a second. I feel like I'm salsa dancing. Okay, last warm-up exercise. Then we'll take a water break, and then I will explain the upcoming eccentric and power exercises, okay? So, this next one, I want you to grab your chair. Just to make sure we're all staying safe, put your chair on your mat. I don't want any slipping today. Alrighty, and you're gonna have a seat. Ah, beautiful sitting. All right, we're not sitting for long. So, first I want you to scoot to the edge of your chair. Get your feet nice and wide apart. And you can either push up from your chair or use no hands at all, but I want you to stand up. Make sure when you stand up, keep your posture stacked. All right? Now, the main part is for a slow lowering, that eccentric, okay? So you're gonna slowly lower down, and I'll count down 3, 2, 1. And by 1, I want your bottom to hit the chair, okay? So we're gonna stand up. We're gonna do it 10 times. Ready? Nice and wide apart. And lower. 3, 2, 1. Nice job, and stand back up. And again. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Big stand back up. And 3, 2, 1. Good job. Stand again. Slow and controlled. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. No flopping, okay? 3, 2, 1. And sit. And again. Stand up and lower. 2 and 1. Nice job. Stand up. 3, 2, 1. Good job. 2 more. Stand up. 3, 2, 1. And again. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right. What a warm-up. I know my heart is racing. I'm going to get my water, and then I shall explain to you the exercises. I know, I'm sweating. That's what these lights will do to you. Okay. So, all of the exercises we're going to do for 45 seconds. We're going to do an eccentric exercise plus a power exercise. Back to back together. So 45 seconds for the eccentric, 45 seconds for the power. So for the first exercise, we're gonna do eccentric push-ups. So, first what you're gonna do is you're gonna lay down on your stomach on your yoga mat. Once you're on the floor, you are going to tuck your toes under. So make sure your toes are tucked underneath you. Next, your shoulders are gonna be about at your shoulder height. And your elbow should be about at a 45-degree angle, not 90 degrees, not really close to your body, but about 45 degrees, so kind of like a diagonal. Next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna push up. Now, this is an eccentric, so we gotta focus on the slow and controlled lower down. So you're slowly but surely lowering down, going back to the floor. Now, for your head placement, I want your nose to be the leading thing going down to the floor. So keep your face in line, parallel with the ground. So you're gonna push up, and then you're slowly but surely gonna lower back down. Alrighty? Now, for a modification, if push-ups are too hard for you, we are gonna do push-ups on your knees. So, you'll have your knees on the mat, arms extended, fingers spread apart. Once again, leading with your nose, you're gonna slowly but surely lower down and then push back up, okay? So there's two modifications, or one modification. You could either be on your toes or on your knees. All right, so that is our first eccentric exercise. Next, our power exercise is gonna be a power jump squat. So you are gonna have your feet slightly bigger than hip width apart, so nice and wide. What you're gonna do is you are gonna slowly lower down, like you're about to sit into a chair, and then you are going to jump, reaching your hands to the ceiling. See how my hands are nice and open and spread apart? Reaching to the ceiling, pushing with your toes off, and jumping, okay? So we're going down to this deep squat, then using our leg to push up and reach towards the ceiling. Now, once again, if jumping is not for you, if jumping is not your thing, another modification to make it a little easier is to lower down and then reach up, big hands, but go up on your tiptoes. And then come back down to that deep squat and then reach up on your tiptoes, okay? Alrighty, so those are our first two exercises. I do not have a fancy smartwatch, so we are gonna do a timer on my phone. So, we're gonna put 45 seconds on the clock, and we're gonna start with those eccentric push-ups. Alrighty, so everyone get down on the floor. Ready, set, and go. So push up, slowly lower down. Nice job, big push up. Try to be as flat as a board. Lead with your nose towards the ground. And then push back up. Slowly lower down, nice, slow, and controlled. And then push back up. Slowly lower down. Good job. Push back up and slowly lower down. Now I'm going to show that modification for my individuals. Y'all keep going. So you're going to be on your knees, slowly lowering down, and then push back up. Slowly lower down. 5 more seconds. Let's go. Last one. And good. Alrighty. Now we're going to go stand up and go straight into those jump squats. Those power jump squats. So, in 3, 2, 1, go. Lower down and jump to the ceiling. Good job. Big reach towards the ceiling. Large movement. Push with those legs. Powerful jump. Nice job. Y'all are doing great. I know. Keep moving. You should be sweating. I know I am. We got 20 seconds left. Keep it going. Spread those fingers apart. I know. Get low and reach high. 5 seconds. And time. Nice job. Alrighty. Take a second. If you need some water, grab it. Okay. Whew. I need a rag. We're only in the first exercise, huh? Okay. Next one we're going to need our weights for it, okay? These exercises, we're going to do eccentric reverse flies. So what does that mean? So I'm going to have you stand with your feet hip width apart, and then a slight bend in the knee. Alrighty. Now, once you have a slight bend in your knee, I want you to slightly lean forward. Not too far forward, just about 10 degrees forward. Next, what you're going to do, you're going to have your dumbbells down by your side, and you're going to open up your arms, squeezing your shoulder blades together, and then bringing it back down. Now, when we do these, I want you to have a slight bend in your elbows, okay? So you're going to open up like we're flying away, and then come back down. Try to relax your shoulders as you do it. Try not to shrug. So I'll come this way. So you see how I'm slightly bent over, my knees are bent, elbows slightly bent. We're going to come up and out, squeezing your shoulder blades together, and then back down. So open up, and then back down. Now, because these are eccentrics, we're going to do a slow lower down. So we're going to bend, we're going to open up, but slow and controlled, coming back down, okay? So you're going to open up nice and big, squeezing those shoulder blades together, and then slow and controlled. All right, that's our first exercise. Our second one are power jump lunges. So, 1 second. So what you're going to do, we're going to start in a lunge position. So what that means is you're going to take a large step forward to where both of your feet are flat on the ground, but one leg is in front of the other. Try not to make it too narrow. Kind of step up and out so you have a nice wide base of support so you don't feel unsteady. Here, you're going to lunge down, so try to bring that back knee straight down like you're trying to touch it to the floor. And then we're going to do jump lunges. So you're going to jump and change. And jump and change. So these are the jump lunges. They get your cardio up, heart rate moving. Now, if this is too challenging for you, I'll put it here. I want you to hold on to a chair. And all I want you to do is you're going to do a lunge and then come back together. Step forward and do that lunge. And then bring your feet together. Step forward, do a lunge, feet together, step forward and lunge, feet together. Same concept, less jumping. So let's get our time on the clock. Grab your weights. We're starting with those eccentric reverse flies, okay? 45 seconds. Get in position, ready, and go. So we're here. You're bringing it up, squeezing those shoulder blades together, slowly lowering down. Bringing it up, slowly lower down. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Nice job. Have a slight bend in those elbows. Great job. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. Up, land, and then back down. Bring it up, and then back down. Less than 20 seconds left. Y'all are doing great. Try to keep your head in a neutral position. Don't tuck your chin. Up. Slowly back down. Lift it up. Slowly lower down. Up. Lower down. And one more. Good job. Time is done. And you know what that means. we are doing those jump squats, power jump squats. You ready? So get in position. Remember, if you do need a chair, please set it next to you, okay? Alrighty. I feel like for my balance today, I may need that chair. Alrighty, here we go. Ready, set, and go. Starting position, get in that lunge. And you're switching, and switch. Nice explosive movement. Hop from the ground, push through those toes. Good job. If you have to slow it down, that is fine. If you need that chair to keep yourself stable, but able to get that explosive movement, please do. 15 seconds left. Great job, y'all. Keep it going. And done. Nice job, everyone. Alrighty, once again, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Get some water. Take a seat of rest if you need. Recharge. So for our next one, we're gonna do power push press. So what is that? So first, you're gonna grab your dumbbells. You're gonna get your feet a little slightly past hip width apart. And what this is we're gonna go down into that beautiful squat that we love. And then you're gonna push up with your arms and go a little bit on your tiptoes. So I'll show you again. You're gonna lower down, do a powerful push to get those arms above your head using your legs, okay? So most of the power is coming from your legs. So you're going down to this squat, big push up, good job. Down to the squat, big push up, okay? Big push up, pushing with those toes and those legs. Okay, so that is your power push press. Our next one is our eccentric Turkish get downs. So we all know what a Turkish get up is, and technically you'll be doing that as well. But for this one, you're gonna have one hand above your head, and we're slowly gonna go down to lie on our back. So you'll have your weight, have the hand above your head, and then you're gonna lower down to one knee. So with this, watch me. This leg takes a step back and uses those toes and your front leg to come down onto this knee. Next, what you're gonna do, you're gonna reach down by your side to get your free hand onto the floor. Then you're going to sit down while also keeping your hand above your head and then lie on down. Keeping this hand nice and straight above you. So this one is a slow and controlled motion of this exercise, okay? And then we're gonna stand back up, nice, slow, and controlled. So what I want you to do, you're gonna roll over onto your free elbow. Get on your elbow. Push with your elbow to get your body weight onto your free hand. Push through your hand and your foot to get onto your knee, your free knee. Then you are going to, as best you can, push up with your front leg to stand back up. Alrighty. An alternative to this exercise is to use a chair. And what you're going to do is you're going to use that chair to help you to slowly get down to the floor, all the way to where you're laying down on your side, onto your back, and then you're going to do the same thing again. You're going to work on rolling over to your side, getting on that elbow, getting up to onto your hands, getting onto your knees, using the chair to help with that final stand. So your focus is just getting down to the floor and then standing back up, okay? That is the modification. Alrighty. So we're back to our first one, which is the power push press. Alrighty, 45 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, and go. We're squatting low. Push up nice and high up on those tiptoes. And squatting low. Push up nice and tall on those tiptoes. Push through those legs. Nice job. Oh, come on. You can do a big, more powerful movement. Good job. And push. And then lower back down. And push. And squat. And push. And squat. And push. Good job. Squat. And push. Keep it going. Squat. And push. Last one. Squat. And push. Good job, y'all. All right, timer's off. Time for the next one. So, you're going to grab one of your dumbbells, and we're going to do those Turkish get downs, okay? Time starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All righty. Keep one hand above your head. I like my left one. And I'm going to turn this way to show you. We're slowly going to lower down onto our knee. We're going to take our hand, lean to the side, put your hand on the floor. Lower down onto your elbow. Kick your leg straight out. And then lower on back to your back. Alrighty, nice and slow and controlled. We're going to stand back up. So you're going to roll to your side, get on that elbow. Remember, large amplitude of these movements. Get onto your hand. Use your hand and your foot to get on that knee. And then go from this half kneeling position to full standing. Good job. Nice job, y'all. How are y'all doing? I know I'm feeling it. Okay, take a second. If you need some water, please grab it. Y'all are moving so in these large amplitude movements. Y'all are stepping loud. I love it. Okay, our next exercise. We only got 2 more sets of exercises, okay? So, next one we're going to do are power skaters. So what that is we're going to take a jump to one side, to the other. So I'll show you again. So we're going to step and have a hop to the side, and then touch back like we're skiing, and then hop to the side and do the other side. So you can add the step back if you want to, or you could just go side to side, landing on one leg. If you need to do 2, that's okay. I prefer you do the hop. Really get that powerful movement. Remember, arms nice and big, large in front of you, big movement to help with that momentum, okay? Now, if the hopping is too much, you can modify it with sidestepping. So take a nice, large and loud steps to the side and try to maintain a tempo. Remember, keep those hands nice and wide and swing those arms, okay? That is our first one, power skaters. Our second one are eccentric superheroes. Kind of like a Superman, but we're inclusive here. So, what I'm going to have you do, you're going to lie on your stomach. Doesn't it feel good to lay down? All right. You're going to lie on your stomach and have your hands slightly by your shoulders. A little bit out, kind of in a 99-degree angle. So your elbows bent and your shoulders are a little higher. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to lift your elbows and your hands from the floor and squeeze your shoulder blades together while also squeezing your glutes, squeezing your bottom, to lift up your legs from the ground. So we're going to do it all together. So we're going to squeeze our whole backside, lifting up our arms and elbows off the ground and our toes and feet off the ground, and then lower back down. So this one is still focused on that slow and controlled lowering, okay? So you're going to raise it up, and then you're going to lower back down and squeeze your backside and lower back down. Now, if this is too challenging for you, I either want you to squeeze your shoulders only and do your arms only, or do your legs only. I prefer the shoulders though. So, modification, repeating it, it's going to be just lifting your shoulders up, keeping your legs down. So think about squeezing your shoulder blades together and then lowering back down. Alrighty, let's get started. So we're going to start with those power skaters. So that side to side, powerful jump, side to side. You ready? And here we go. So you're going to jump to the side. If you need to put that toe down to keep your balance, please do. Remember, spread those fingers nice and wide. And really push up with that leg to the side. Nice job. Remember, the modification is that sidestepping. So if you need to do sidestepping to feel more stable, you can. Remember, try to keep your movements nice and large, okay? And 10 seconds left. Keep it going. You're doing great. Nice job. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Alrighty. Next one we're doing is those eccentric superheroes. So you're coming down onto the floor, and you're going to squeeze your whole backside, lifting your arms and leg off the ground. Alrighty, and here we go. Ready, set, go. So get in position. Lift and squeeze, and then slowly lower back down. And again, lift and squeeze, and slowly lower back down. And lift and squeeze, and slowly lower. We're lifting and we're squeezing. Think about squeezing those shoulder blades together. Squeeze your backside. And down. And squeeze together. And then lower back down. Remember, try to maintain your face towards the floor. And lower back down. Nice job. Down to our last set of 2 exercises for the next set. First one's going to be eccentric lunges. So what that is kind of like those jump lunges we did. I want you to take a nice big step with step up and out. Keep your base of support nice and wide. And what you're going to do is we are slowly but surely lowering that back knee to the ground. Give it a little tap if you can, and then straighten back up. So you're slowly but surely lowering that to the ground, and then standing back up. If you can touch it, great. If you can't, no worries. But make sure you are on your toes for that back leg. Try not to keep it flat, otherwise it's not going to go as far as you want it to. So lift up your back heel, lower that knee, and then come on down. Alrighty? Now, if trying to do that and maintain your balance is too challenging, and you need some extra stability, grab onto your chair. Same thing. Your chair should be on the side, on the opposite side of the leg in front. So if you're lunging with your left leg, have the chair on your right side for extra support. And what you're going to do is you're going to slowly lower, using that chair to stabilize you, and then come back up. So slowly lower down, and then come back up, okay? So that's the chair modification. So once again, if you're lunging with your right leg in front, have the chair holding with your left hand, okay? For extra stability. So that's the first exercise. So let's do that one. Alrighty. 45 seconds on the clock. We're doing those eccentric lunges, slow and controlled, going down. Ready, set, and go. So slowly lower. Remember, keep your posture stacked. So shoulders and hips should be in alignment. Same with your neck. And slowly lower down. Yeah, I'm feeling the burn. I love it. Y'all are looking great. Slowly lower down and then stand back up. Good job. And then slowly lower. And then back up again. And slowly lower. And stand back up. Nice job. Got less than 10 seconds left. Y'all are doing great. Hold on if you need to. And nice. Alrighty. So we can't leave that one amiss. So I did my right leg. You could have done whichever leg you want. We got to do the opposite leg now, okay? So 45 seconds on the clock. Switch legs, whichever one you had in front first. You're putting it behind. Ready, set, go. Alrighty. Once again, same position. Lower down. And then come back up. And then slowly lower down, keeping your posture stacked. Shoulders and hips should be in alignment. And then come back up. Good job. Once again, if you need that chair, please use it, okay? Less than 20 seconds. Y'all are doing great. Come on, push it. And slowly lower. And then back up. Good job. Less than 10 seconds left. Y'all got this. I know you're feeling it. I'm feeling it too. Keep it going. And time. Nice job. Alrighty, let me show you power push-offs. We're going to do it from the wall. Alrighty, so next exercise we're going to do are power push-offs. So find a wall near you, and what you're going to do, you're going to put your hands on the wall, so you can start getting real close to it. Put your hands about shoulder height on the wall. Take a couple steps back. The more you increase the angle, the more push you'll have to do to stand back up, okay? So, go to your tolerance. And what you're going to do, your nose is going to be the leading driver. So you're going to lower down towards the wall. Big push off. Just stand nice and tall. Get equal. Stay stacked. And then you're going to come back onto the wall and push off. And then come back onto the wall and push off. Okay? Now, a modification to that is getting closer to the wall. So it decreases the amount of push back you have to do, okay? So modification is you get closer to the wall and then you'll push off. Still have a powerful push, but just get closer to the wall to help decrease and make it a little easier. Now, for safety, I'd prefer you have your chair behind you just in case, okay? So, hands on the wall. Take a couple steps back. We're going to have our timer going. Alrighty, let me set it. Here we go. We're doing our power push-offs in 3, 2, 1. Lower down and push off. Nice, powerful push. And come back and push off. Good job. Lower down. Big push, like you're trying to throw it away. Big push off. You're rocking on your toes first and pushing back to where you're on your heels or your whole foot. Push off. Woo! Don't do that. And then big push off. Nice job. Less than 20 seconds left. Nice big push. And then come down. Push off. And then keep going. If you feel like you're feeling a little unsteady, just widen your stance, okay? And then big push off. And then come down and push off. Good job. Alrighty, y'all. Those are the exercises. You all did great. Now we're about to do a cool down because we got to stretch our body and relax a little bit. So, what you're going to do is you are going to keep your feet nice and wide apart. I mean, really wide. And what I want you to do is I want you to take your right hand and reach down to your left foot. You can grab on to this ankle if you need to. And then we're going to come back up and take your left hand and reach down to your right leg. Oh, nice, good stretch. We'll keep it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring your hands in the middle. And we're going to crawl back over to this left leg. Nice, good stretch. And hold it. I hope y'all's bodies are feeling vibrant, more energized. All right, and walk your hands back over, and then we're going to grab your right leg. And then we're going to roll on back up. You can have a chair for this next one if you need to. I'll bring mine next to me. But I want you to take your right hand and grab your right foot and try to bring your heel to your butt. Do this nice quad stretch. And we'll hold it. Remember, after this, stay nice and hydrated. Keep your water intake up, okay? Alrighty, and then we're gonna lower down. You can either turn around and hold on if you need to, or just lift up your leg. We're doing the left leg now. Try to get your heel to your butt. But yes, stay hydrated. You did a lot of movement. You sweat a lot, hopefully. All right, you got to replenish all the water and fluids that just were released. Alrighty, perfect. And then we're going to go back on this right leg. Try to bring your heel to your butt again. Nice job, nice job. Should feel that nice, good stretch. And then again, we're going to go on this left foot. Grab it. And hold. Once again, hold on to something if you need to. Alrighty, next one you're going to do is you're going to bring your toes up, have your right heel on the ground, and I want you to straighten your knee as straight as possible. You can increase it by pressing a little bit into your thigh. Should feel like a nice big stretch on the back side of your leg. Good. And now shift it over to your left leg. Kind of sit back in it. Straighten that knee as best as you can. Good job. Should feel like a big stretch on this left leg, on the back side. Nice. Last one we're going to do is just some side lunges. But we're going to side lunge and hold it. Should be inner thigh stretch. And then good. Coming over to the other side. And then shift back over. Nice inner thigh stretch. And then again, nice inner thigh stretch. Alrighty, y'all. Great job today. Can't wait to see y'all again. Thanks for moving with us. Have a good one.